Welcome to Fitter in 5 moves in 5 minutes. My name is Catherine, and today I'm leading you through 5 exercises for your core. This is our Killer Core series on the floor. This is some deep abdominal work, so hone in on your form so you get the most out of it. All right, all you need is your body and your mat. Let's get started. Okay, let's start lying down. So come onto your back gently. And we're gonna bring the legs to tabletop. In this position, we wanna find a slight tilt back in the pelvis. So we're essentially bringing the hip bones closer towards the rib cage. Yeah, it's a slight tilt. That way we can draw the belly button to the spine and really anchor that there. Okay, one leg at a time. We're keeping the shape of the leg the same. We're going to dip one leg down from the hip joint. So we're hinging from the hip. And then we lift straight back up to tabletop. Exhale, dip the other leg down. Inhale, lift. So we're moving the thigh forward and down. Lift. The knee joint does not move at all. We're trying to keep the pelvis really still, drawing down deeper each time the leg lowers. Good. Now, if you want an extra challenge, lift the arms to the ceiling. Exhale, dip. Inhale, lift. I like to exhale on the way down. It helps facilitate that engagement in the abs a little more, I think. Exhale, dip. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, dip. Inhale, lift. Good. Dip. We have one more on each side. Lower and lift. And we just hover over the mat, yeah? Hover and lift, hold. Good. Draw the knees to the chest. Take a breath. Good. Okay, next thing. Legs go straight up towards the ceiling. A small bend in the knees is okay if you're really tight in the hamstrings. Go ahead, flex the feet. We're going to bring the hands behind the head, elbows nice and wide to start. Keep the head down for a moment. From here, we're going to lower the legs. Exhale, squeeze the thighs tight. So we want the legs together. Point the feet, lift the legs, inhale. Again, we're trying to keep the pelvis still, so it's the same sensation as toe taps, what we just did before this. Exhale, lower, keep that pelvis really still. Inhale, lift. So we want to keep finding that hip to rib connection, that rolling back of the hips, or that tilt back in the hips. Lower, reach through the heels, lift, reach through the toes. Good, now lift the head and shoulders. We're just adding an element. It's just a little challenge here. You don't have to. You can keep your head down, totally fine. Now, if your pelvis is moving and you're feeling your lower back a lot, just don't go as low, right? A small lower lift is totally fine. You're still getting the same thing out of it. Last one, lower and lift, hold, and lower the head down. Draw the knees to the chest. Good job. Okay. Now, legs are going straight back up, this time arms by your sides. Good. From here, we're going to find that same tilt back in the pelvis. We're going to draw the abdominals down, and that action of drawing the abs down is going to lift the hips up slightly and lower. So we scoop down to lift the hips up. Down to lift the hips up. So it's a small hip lift. We're really anchoring down into the lower abdominals. Lift, exhale on the way up. Notice how I'm not swinging the legs, right? So I don't really have a ton of momentum. That's how we want it. We don't want to kind of shift the legs forward and back, right? We lift, trying to tap the toes to the ceiling. Lift. Exhale, lift. 2 more. 2. You should really be feeling that heat in the stomach. Last one. Good. Bend the knees. Take a breath. Awesome job. Okay, so we're kind of sticking with that theme. We're going to extend the legs up and open them a little wider than the hips. We're going to reach the arms up to the ceiling, stack the hands on top of each other, and then reach through the legs to curl the head and shoulders up. From here, finding those hip lifts again. Scoop the abdominals down to lift the hips up. 3. Exhale, 4. Lift 5. Keep reaching the arms forward and lifting the shoulder blades up. 7. Shoulders out of the ears. 8. Good. Bend the knees. Lower. down. Take a breath, separate the arms, lengthen those legs back up to that V. This time we're gonna twist and lift. One arm through the leg, one arm on the side of the thigh. Keep those hips in line. We lift, scoop, lift. 3, so same thing, but just working into the obliques now. 4, reach up with the toes, scoop down with the abs. 2 more. Last one. Good. Hold the legs there. Lower the head through center. Exhale, lift to the other side, and let's go again for 1. Lift those hips. 2. Keep reaching forward as you lift up. 4. Breathe. 5. 3 more. Breathe. 6. Scoop down to lift up. Last one. Good. Bend the knees. Lower down, knees to your chest. Awesome job. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this workout, make sure to subscribe for more videos like this every week. You're only 5 minutes away to a healthier, happier, more consistent you. If you are interested in longer, more in-depth workouts, head over to my website linked in the description below to sign up for one of my weekly live classes. See you next time.